We made it through our first war yesterday, which I actually thought in our game here, I actually thought was the end of the game, but it turns out we got another war. Man, we barely made it through by the skin of our teeth. We started out with we had 600 or 700 soldiers, and our enemies had 1,000, and then somehow they ended up had 2,000. And then we had a big fight, and an avalanche happened, and we had 20 guys, and they had no guys. So then our son-in-law, I guess, who turns out to be a wife beater, because the story's pretty deep for a little pixel art game, kind of turned on us, and now he is threatening to attack us. Supposedly he has 3,000 soldiers. Right now we have 20. I think he's going to be here. Oh, he's going to be here in 19 weeks. So basically it's kind of like playing the game again, right? This time, see, we got 20 guys. So it's pretty cheap to upkeep them, but how did that son get so popular? And MW, good morning. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that he's popular. Maybe he was just autocratic, right? His father, who was murdered at the wedding of him and our daughter. So the whole thing with this people started that let me just be clear. We are not the good guy here. When our wife was pregnant with our first child, we promised her in marriage to the head of the barbarians, the leader of the barbarians. And then we reneged on that deal. And so the barbarians were going to attack us. And so we were trying to raise an army to, save ourselves, basically. And so we were making all these alliances. And this other king, that abusive king's father, said if we would marry our daughter to his son, he would come up with his 3,000 soldiers and we would be saved. So we said, okay. And at the wedding, the king was poisoned. He was murdered. And so the son pulled all those troops. So fast forward 20 weeks, we have the battle. Somehow we sort of make up, or so it seems. And he's again going to lend his troops. We have the battle, but the king, the prince, now King Ivo, reneges on the deal. He doesn't show up with his guys. Like I say, we managed to win 20 men to no men. And we had a big murder trial. And we accused someone and I guess executed them. And the Ivo now says, well, I still think you are the murderer, us being the murderer, whatever our name is, I can't remember. And I think you killed my father. And by executing that other person that you accused, you basically accused an innocent and killed an innocent man because we know you did it. And so we're going to attack you in 19 weeks. So now we're trying to form new alliances. I don't think he's right about the innocent person. It's just we didn't have all the facts. Good morning, Robert. Welcome in. Happy holidays. So now we got to do it all again. Build some alliances, put by some supplies. And I will say that the players' contention all along is that we should have married our daughter off like we said we would to the barbarians. And so we've held back our middle daughter to see if we can marry her off to the barbarian. I don't know if the game is going to let us do that, but I have not agreed to marry her off to anyone else in hopes that the game will let me marry her to the barbarian king. So there's your summary, people. If you haven't been here for every gripping moment of this story, now you are brought up to date. And we are ready to go. It is sassy and it's super cute. This little funny pixel art game, which is a very simple game, it's got this whole story. So our new thing that we have to do that we didn't have to do for the last war is we have to not only do we have to raise troops, but we have to put by supplies. And we only have 3 potential allies now, and each of us, of course, want us to do something else in order to get their men. And we can't do all of the things. All right, so I think we need to save up some supplies. We got pretty many supplies right now. We have 19 weeks. Let's go ahead and put by 2. I think it said if we have 5 of these, we want to have 5 by the time of the war, right? Okay, our hunter's off doing a job, but it looks like our general and our witch are here. I'm not entirely sure the witch isn't the murderer, to be honest. There's a lot of sort of witchy things that were part of the evidence. Week 32. We're still alive, but things are looking shabby. We didn't want to get a loan, so we've sold off all the paintings in the castle to this other guy who's an artist. And he's kind of a jealous artist, and so he buys paintings and then he burns them. But I was like, I don't care. It's just a way to raise money. So I sold him one by one. I've sold him all our paintings. I got nothing left to sell now. All right, we got our petitioners. Here's our general back to report on his progress. Your Grace, farmers kept having problems with birds eating their planted seeds. Celisar, welcome in. I know, R.I.P. Art. I'm just like, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You can always get another painting later. Celisar, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in this evening. I hope that you have something good planned for the holidays. Again, you guys, I'm going to be streaming all day tomorrow. So if you're a Christmas orphan, come on over and hang out. Birds kept eating their planted seeds. The silly folk didn't think to put up a scarecrow. I had to send my general to do that. I mean, come on. So I helped. This seemed to be enough for now, and the farmers were quite happy with it. But they gave me some packs of supplies. Cool. How many did we get? 7. 7's not terrible. All right, Audrey. Celisar, 3 months. Thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Audrey is our counselor, but mostly in the game, he serves the purpose of annoyingly reminding us of what's going on all the time. Perhaps we should consider Verid's offer more seriously. So Verid is one of the potential allies who wants us to marry our daughter to his son, but we're not going to do it. I'm not doing it. Oh, no, that's not true. Verid wants to marry her directly. He's like an old man. It's not happening. Rebel, welcome in with the silver. 2 days in a row you roared in with the silver. The kings have asked for us to complete impossible tasks, and even if we complete some of them, their armies might not arrive on time. So we need to find another way to get more men. But who can help us now? The Lords definitely. It's always interesting to see you using OBS through Steam. How else would I use it, Rebel? I mean, I don't really know what that means. I don't know another way to do it. I mean, I don't know how else I would use it. You know, I'm kind of a PC newbie, so. Oh, so you just sort of buy it separately and run it like a thing that's installed on your computer. Hey, Shard, welcome in. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. I just bought it through Steam and I launch it just like a game. So, yeah. The Lords definitely won't be able to give us any more men. You didn't know it was a purchase? Did you get yours for free? Wait a minute. Or maybe I didn't buy it. Maybe it was free. I don't know. But I just got it through Steam. I don't remember anymore, to be honest. Oh, okay. Well, I probably got it for free. But then I'm sure I did get it for free. But I just got it through Steam instead of not through Steam, because I probably didn't know you could get it not through Steam. I probably Googled it, and that's what came up. And I was like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. Is there on Steam and to download it from their site. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Does it make a difference? I can't think it makes a difference. Although I will say, last night, just as we were finishing, you guys, last night we started streaming Batman Arkham Asylum. Oh my gosh, so much fun. My son has been trying to get me to play that game forever, and it was a blast. But right at the very end of the stream, like 10 minutes before we were going to go off, it crashed. OBS crashed, actually. Yeah, I'm not going to probably do it differently because now I know I know how to use it. Yeah, okay. You're kind of freaking me out there, but okay. Cleve, how are you liking having Turbo? I see you've got Turbo. I am always thinking about it. It's probably cheaper, but Twitch has done a good job gamifying all their stuff. So, like, you don't want to lose your little badges, you know? You don't want to lose your first badges and all that stuff. But I keep thinking about it. I'm sure it would be cheaper to have Turbo than to have all my individual subs that I have. Well, let's see. The Lords definitely won't be able to give us any more men after we lost all of their troops. Yeah, we did. We had like 700 men, and now we have 20. But mostly an avalanche. Well, and the other army killed us. Perhaps we can muster the villagers. Every hand counts. We've helped them before, and it's time for them to repay the favor. Uh-oh, you guys, we weren't able to help everybody. Because, you know, you can't help everybody. So some of the villagers might be like, yeah, I came to you when we had no crops, and you said we can't help you, so no. By the way, you are totally right. Yes, Your Grace has really gripping story, and I've watched the first VOD. Isn't it great, Celisar? Thank you. Thank you for saying that, and thank you for watching. This was Rosie's Channel Point Redeem choice, and, you know, it's just this really simple game with the petitioners, but the story is so in-depth. It's really interesting. I don't think many peasants can read, though, so sending pigeons won't help with my commentary. Thank you. I try. It would be best to send agents. Let's see, Cleve. Turbo is good. You actually got it, so when I raid, I don't get pre-rolls. Sometimes I would miss what people were saying. Turbo eliminates that issue. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's right, because when you raid in, you don't necessarily have a sub to the people you're raiding. Yeah, I gotta keep thinking about it. Do you still sub, like, to keep your badges to, like, people that you were a first sub to, your founder badge, or any of those kind of things? Or are you just like, yeah, I don't really care that much about that? It would be best to send agents and call for them directly, Your Grace. To invite peasants to the throne room? Oh, I thought he was being outraged. To invite peasants to the throne room, send an agent. Oh, man. I do. I tend to gift subs, when I can, mostly. Oh, to people instead of subbing, to do gift subs. That makes sense. Yeah, I kind of feel like, and I know it's like a manipulation, right? That you kind of want to cling on to your multi-month or multi-year sub badges, and everyone can see, well, I've been here for 24 months or whatever, or your founder badge, but really, that's very manipulative, right? That Twitch has got us hooked on that stuff. That's what I struggle with. You know, like when you do Reddit or New York Times games, or like everything nowadays, it's all about your streak. So I'm very pushed back against that. If I start building a streak, I like intentionally take a day off just to break the streak because of that gamifying manipulation thing. But Twitch, I haven't managed to shake that off yet. I like my multi-month badges and my founder badges and all that stuff. I know they have us hooked, right? And a Prime sub. Yeah, true. That's true. I don't know. Yeah, I struggle with it. Turbo definitely would be more financially, it would be cheaper to have Turbo than to have subs everywhere every month. I don't know. I got to think about it some more. You can tell I'm struggling with it. To invite peasants to the throne room, send an agent to the... Yeah. There's lots of instructions. All right, Alina. Alina's our witch. We need to find out what she's got going on. Oh, here's King Verid. He wants to marry our daughter. This peasant who looks like a belly dancer, she shows up. Man, look how many petitioners we have. Uh-oh, the dungeon guard. I wonder what he wants. I have like a grifter locked up in the dungeon right now. And who's this guy? Oh, we got more peasants. So many peasants. And we can't help all of them. It's just that simple. Your Grace, I have charmed Boguslav's lady. She has forgiven him for selling their barn. Hopefully, they will live happily ever after. Or at least until the charm wears off. So, hopefully, we can't help everybody, but hopefully we helped enough people that the ones we did help will come back and help us. This is a pretty fancy dressed peasant, I have to say. Vilpis, welcome in. Nice to see you. This one and this one are kind of not peasant-y looking, are they? I think there's one behind this thing. Oh, maybe not. All right, King Verid. I'm not going to marry my daughter off to him. I'm just kind of keeping him on the hook. I don't think I did send for him. Eric, you have sent for me. No. Or maybe I sent for him before I knew what he wanted. And Merry Christmas to you too, Vilpis. Very well. We should be able to tell them to wait. I know, that's what I think. I do wish we could do that. But, and really, even figuring out that you could change the order, like you didn't have to take them in a row, that helped. All right, let's see. Who else do we have? I think I invited Verid before I knew that he wanted to marry my daughter. And then Noxie, he's got the most men, but I fell for that last time. Grego is the guy that buys our paintings. This guy will give us a loan, but so far I've held off because I've been selling all my paintings. And Noxie is kind of a big liar, an exaggerator. And I'm not sure if he is still willing to cough up his men. So we might save our pigeon for inviting the peasants. All right, who else? Let's see what the dungeon guard has to say. Your Grace, in order to prepare for the siege, it might be a good idea to make improvements to the castle. No. So many calls on our resources. Equipment and castle reinforcements might prove vital. I've added a list of upgrades for you to check. Rosie, Merry Christmas. Welcome in. We were again extolling the virtues of this game this morning. You guys, Rosie chose this game, so high five, Rosie. You will see those in your weekly summary. Thank you, Dungeon Guard. This looks like a painter, not a peasant. Maybe he'll paint me a new picture that I can sell to Grego. Your Grace, I am Paul O'Neill, a groundbreaking painter. He might not like it, though, if we paint a picture and then sell it, but I've always lived in Davern, so I have come to you first, my king. I bring you my most cherished and valuable painting. Royals are likely to fight over it. This seems like a swindle. When I put it on auction. Good recommendation, Rosie. Yeah, it is really a good story. I wanted to take it. My paintings are known across the nation, but I don't think I have to tell you that. I thought he was a peasant. I know you have a famous one of mine. Well, not anymore. Uh-oh. Yes, of course, I do have that. It's in my bedroom, which is my private property, so you can't come in there. Tell me, what do you have for me, Paulon? I have a painting of the battle for Biana. It is somewhat abstract, full of emotions. It shows the soldiers running towards their enemy. In the background, there's a waning moon, and a big fire spans across the whole battlefield. It's called Fire at the Waning Moon. But it just looks like a bunch of squares. It's an impressionist painting, Your Grace. Emperor's New Clothes. Have you read that story? I'm a pioneer in this bold, fantastic, brave art movement. How much do you want for this? I have a special price for you, lower than I can offer it to... Well, we might do that because I think Grego will buy it and burn it for more than that. So that would be an investment. I probably felt too good about selling this one to burn. So you did the same thing, Rosie. You bought this one and then you burned and then you sold it. It might look nice in the council chamber. Thank you, Paul. If you have anything else, please feel free to come back. Oh, I mean, really, like, he's only one guy, so even if he gets mad, what do we care? He doesn't have any soldiers or anything to give us. And his morale, yeah, I just think this is a good investment here. I'm the most honored, I am the most honored for my paintings to decorate the royal walls. Thank you, Your Grace. Be selling that one tomorrow. Hopefully it's hanging up already so we can rip it down. Hey, I sold my wife's tapestry. Think I care about some random painter's painting? No, I do not. All right, we just got peasants now. So we have 3 peasants, all who are going to want something. We have 2 helpers. Look, I don't even have to go get it. It's already in my pouch to be sold. Yes, peasant. Oh, this is that. Yeah, she's like a Mother Earth person. I'm sorry, but I did help you 2 out of 3 times. Your Grace, our oak tree is dead. Our people are mourning. Thunder hasn't stopped. Volos keeps taking people away. We're very scared. So here's my problem with helping her. We did help her twice, and then we didn't help her the 3rd time. We were looking up the benefits of OBS on Steam. Apparently, it does save your settings to the cloud. Oh, so do you have to reset yours up every time you get ready to go live, Rebel? Or do you mean like you would still have your settings if you got a different computer? That's probably what you mean. Oh, if you reinstall. Yeah. We might have to leave the woods and look for shelter elsewhere. It's a shame to see the lady. I helped her, you guys. This is the 4th time she's been to me. The first 2 times I helped her, which is why I have this ugly dead branch in my throne room. And only the 3rd time I didn't help her because I couldn't. What she wanted, I'd already spent elsewhere. And now she's like giving me grief about it. I don't think that's fair. Twitchy Poof, welcome in. Yeah, I think she's a little harsh on me here. We have no choice but to move to a new kingdom. I couldn't possibly help everyone. And by the way, I did help you, you hag. I need to prioritize. Your tree wasn't a priority. I'm sorry. I don't care. And the other thing is, when we did help her, we didn't get any uptick in morale. So it was like her little group probably isn't very big. But then the 3rd time when we didn't help her, we were down 5 in morale. I think that one's a little misleading, you guys. Uptick. Hey, Rosie, we thought of a new word. We made up a new word, you guys. That's epic. I just have to think of a good use and definition. Rosie, get to work on that. What could our definition be for uptick? All right, other fancy dress peasant, come forward. Always those tree huggers, right? I mean, they're so self-centered. I'm kind of a tree hugger, but still. Your Grace, my husband is heavily wounded. Uh-oh. Should be novel and separate from a mere uptick. Exactly. It should be. Okay, Rosie, that's your job. Get us a definition. And we will get it into the common vernacular. You heard it here first, folks. A new word for us. My husband is heavily wounded. He's a local hunter, and he had an accident during his last hunt. He was injured by a deer. Oh, no. Its antlers got tangled in his quiver, and he was pulled from his horse. He survived only because the strap broke. Otherwise, the deer would have dragged him across the entire forest. Must have been a big deer. He's very sick now. Is there anything you can do to help us? 2 weeks? Dang, I need these people to only be gone for a week. Plus, I want to know what this other guy wants. But I'm going to say, yeah, I guess. I think our witch has healed more serious wounds in the past. She should be able to help your husband easily. Thank you, Your Grace. I will prepare her a place to stay. Well, we don't have to pay her while she's gone, so there's that. And look, we got up 3, so we're up 1. Uh-oh, why'd we get off our throne? Did I click on that by accident? I thought we were fixing to launch into a cutscene there. So we're up 1, so that's good. The heck with that tree lady. Unappreciative tree lady. The problem is these people are always gone for 2 weeks now. At first it was only 1 week. Your Grace, my land has been plundered. I've been robbed by a horde of rampaging Radovians? Possibly? No, Your Grace, rabbits. It's a serious problem when you're a lettuce farmer. I don't want to... I mean, seriously, I'm sorry, but... And he's also very expensive. If I could give him like 2 gold, I would do it. But 2 weeks for my hunter to chase rabbits away? Last time it was chasing crows. And it's just one dude. But you know, and when morale goes down, your taxes go down. I don't know if I can... And I also like it better when they tell you, come back later and we'll see what we can do for you. Because I would send the hunter to help him if I had the hunter, but I'd probably send him on some other silly errand. My nose is itching. I'm that outraged. I don't know, you guys. I don't think I can help him. I really have more important matters to deal with than rabbits eating lettuce. You would let... Oh, down 2. You would let these robbing rabbits rampage without retribution? Bah. Yeah, I'm probably going to live to regret that one, you guys. I mean, I get he's a lettuce farmer, but we can't keep helping these individual peasants. We need to help things that do more. I would hope. You know, we haven't had a deal on opening a business in a really long time. The business we did open is only bringing in like 1 gold. Let's check on our wifey Pooh. She's pregnant. Darling. Verid asked for Asalia's. Varid would like to marry Asalia. He's offering quite a big chunk of army in return. I feel like the game is exaggerating the importance of rabbits. I know, right? And 18 gold we have to give him? Really? What made him think we would? Oh, good. I'm glad she agrees. Sometimes she doesn't agree with us. And sometimes she takes unilateral action. It's expensive to deny peasants. Yeah, that's the problem. What made him think we would let Asalia marry him? But, exactly. And if we, like I said, if I'd had my hunter in, I would have sent my hunter. But I also need a guy free to go to the village. We need a prince, not some old fart. He knows we are desperate for soldiers. There might be nothing left of Davern if we lose. Are you suggesting we agree to it? No. Of course not. However, if we don't gather enough soldiers, Atana will raze this place to the ground, along with all of us. They can't do that. Why don't we just flee? If we know we're going to lose, what's the point? What sort of king would I be if I left my peasants to die? I mean, we are trying. We still have some time to prepare. Hopefully other kings will agree to help us. What are we going to do, Eric? The gods. No, it's not the gods, actually. It's our own failure to keep up our end of the bargain. We brought all of this on ourselves, I want to keep pointing out. We have no good fortune. Everything is just going horribly wrong. Sometimes I wish we were just peasants. Oh, calm down. You know, it's always nice when you tell a woman to calm down. Or anyone to calm down. It's never a good idea. Calm down. Everything is going to be fine. I will make sure, which of course we can't, that you and the girls are safe during the battle. You shouldn't worry so much. Go lie down. This is a medieval couple after all, right? Fine. I'll try to fall asleep. All right. Bye, Aurelia. Off we go. I forgot that was the bedchamber. I usually get my wife at the end of the day. All right. Let's go talk to Asalia. Like I say, I'm holding out to marry her to the barbarian, so. Yes, father? King Varid asked for your hand. What? King Varid? He's old. Like, really old. Father, you cannot make me marry him. Of all the people, why would you pick him? Hey, I haven't picked anyone. I haven't agreed to his offer. I wanted to see what you think. I'm not sure why. I knew you'd never want this. Of course I wouldn't. See, she's a little tomboy girl. She would do really well with the barbarian. I'm sorry. I really hope we won't have to. I wanted to tell her that we're not going to. I started to look it up yesterday, you guys, if we would ever have the option to marry Asalia to Bayran, but Rosie stopped me, so I don't know what happens about that, but I'm holding out for it. Okay, so let's send our general off to do something. Let's send him to Zabki. It's pretty close. That might just be a 1 week. Ooh, tavern business. This is the first time we've seen this stuff. Let's look at everything. The Cult of the Trees. Oh, these ladies went off to Calusi. Good luck, Calusi, with them. Gold for boots. No, this guy's a drunk. He just wants to scam us. Oh, side business. Oh, yeah. So does that mean we get to revisit the business? Because I would like another business. When this baker came to us before, we couldn't help him. Attacked village. Oh, so we're kind of getting to revisit some of our prior issues. I mean, just from a manpower standpoint, we might be well served to do this one. Because if we can get those villagers to help us. Babushka. Oh, yeah, this was a... like an evil spirit kind of a thing that was running around. We couldn't help with that. Or maybe we did. I don't think we did. Oh, it's interesting. So is this reminding us that we did this stuff? Or it's telling us we can have another go at it? I don't know. We already sent our witch off. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with these ones. Village on fire. I don't think it meant like that. Crop problems and new inn. Yeah, see, this guy We did open the inn, but he tried to grift us, and so we came down hard on him. And you're cashing in soldiers for previously fulfilled favors by sending agents to hearing. Does that so does that mean, Rosie, that we might get to change our actions that we took, or? Oh, no, yeah, this is the first one. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall is the second one. Because if we don't get to rehear, then I'm kind of like, meh, whatever. I'd rather go to a new place. But if we do get to litigate our answers, then that would be good. I think we remember all this stuff pretty well. I'm not sure you get hearings. Oh, for favors unfulfilled. Oh, so maybe those are ones we did do. Is that what you're thinking? I've only got one general. Or maybe... Oh, you know what? Maybe that's where we send our pigeon, because we did them. And we send a pigeon to see if they'll come help. Let's see. Send an agent type to explore location. Yeah, I don't understand that then. Not that one, that's for sure. I mean, I kind of hate to do it if I've already been there, because what good is it, right? I guess we could send one of these ones we haven't been to. Let's do that, because maybe they'll get some resources. 0 weeks. That's good. All right, and then it did say that thing about our pigeon. How do we do that? The good is you ask them if they can help, and if they can. Oh! So we send a guy out, an agent, not... Oh, that's right. We weren't supposed to send a pigeon because they can't read. That's right. All right. Well, I missed that one this week. Okay. That's all right. We won't send for Grego yet. We could send for Noxie just to see what he has to say, frankly, because we have a pigeon, and why not, right? Let's do it. All right. Anyone else need to talk to us before we get our summary? I don't think so, because we already talked to everyone, but let's just check. Nope. All right. I don't know about this week, you guys. I'm interested that we kept these items, too, in our inventory when we lost everything else. We're going to hold this painting in reserve for when funds get low. Okay. So we got... So last time, you guys, I kind of messed up on the scrolling down, so I'm trying to remember to scroll down this time. So we got 3, 6, 7. We only got 13 supplies in. We did get a fair amount of cash in. So this is kind of turning the tide. We've always had more supplies than we had gold, and now it's kind of changing. I feel like right now... Oh, and then we got to look about this stuff. Okay. Man, these things are expensive, you guys. This time... So do we just pay this once and we get 30 and we get 10? Or do we have to pay it every week? I'm assuming we only have to pay it once. We can't afford it this week unless we don't pay the general. That might not be a bad idea. And then we got, man, look at this one, 70 gold. Where are we getting all this money? Hot oil or mining equipment allows to mine under the castle wall if need be. These are the cheapest ones. But we also need to put some supplies aside. And we still need to have supplies to do some stuff. Okay, it took us 2 weeks to come up with one, which means at that rate, it would take us 10 weeks to get 5, which is still plenty of time. So let's just do 1 this week. That means like 2 and then 3 in 2 weeks. Okay, and then gold. I'm afraid to get our supplies down to 12 the very first time. We kind of need to do this, but we can't afford it. You still have 18 weeks. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just trying to see. I think we'll try to keep our eyes on this one. I didn't do it last time, but now that we understand a little more about the value of the workers, of the soldiers, I don't know. I'll think about it. All right, you guys, I think that's all we're going to do this week. You're right, Rosie. We do have a lot. And we haven't started to pay the soldiers yet because we just don't barely have any. We only have 20. Morale's still pretty good, so our taxes are okay. All right, let's go. Week 33. Okay, here's our general back. Oh, our hunter came back. Good. Okay, we sent for this dude. I'm not sure what we're going to accomplish with that, but and then we got some peasants back here. All right, general report. Your Grace, I have found an old wagon blocking the road. It looked abandoned. I gathered the men. Oh, yeah, we sent him off on a scouting mission. And we moved it out of the way. Oh, turns out the wagon was full of gold and supplies. Boom. We'll see what full actually means. 7 gold and 7 supplies. So that's pretty good. Awesome. So that was a good gamble to send him to an previously unexplored location. All right, Hunter. Your Grace, I have found the imp the lady in the village was complaining about. Hunter, we would have liked to have had you here so we could send you after rabbits, but it turned out to be a very hungry cat that was looking for some food. The poor thing was so starved it just waited around until the kitchen was clear to enter. Once it would just run in looking for food to scavenge. So this woman was an idiot that cost us 2 weeks of our hunter's time. I fed the kitty and took it to my wife. My children love it. Well, I'm glad to hear the problem was solved, and I'm sorry that we took you to do it. I think we got a couple of morale, though, for that. All right, peasants. And now we're missing our witch. So we got 2 peasants, 3 peasants, 2 agents. At the beginning, everything was a lot cheaper. They're a lot more expensive now. You're at your service, Your Grace. Oh, I didn't know he wanted to buy the tooth. Sweet. 18 weeks until the next battle, until King Ivo attacks us with his 3,000 soldiers. Do you still want to buy the tooth? War, exactly, MW. I thought you might like this. What? First, you accuse me of lying, you ally with Friedrich, and now you're trying to sell me your stupid tooth? Oh, fair enough. I am guilty of the lies, but I thought we were friends. I'm really sorry, Noxie. Come on, man. Yeah, sure. Okay, how much did he give me for it? And give me your 180 men, too. Oh, he didn't buy it. Oh, I guess that was more like, yeah, sure, as opposed to, yeah, sure. I had the improper intonation. Well, I was kind of hoping we could patch up our friendship and get his 180 men. I don't know how he even has 180 men. He's just kind of a charlatan, but... Or more like a bard, really, than a lord. All right, peasants, let's go. Your Grace, bless you from all the existing gods. Ooh, this is starting off well. You are truly a savior. I owe my life to you. My wife has... Oh, this is that guy. My wife has taken me back, and it was the luckiest day of my life. I don't have much to offer, but here is a sack of potatoes. Thank you, Boguslav. I hope you and your wife are happy. Oh, I thought that was going to go in here. I'm not sure what we do with potatoes. Maybe we can sell them to somebody. For the past couple of days, weird noises and humming. I want to get all my agents back so I can send 2 and then have 1 for my own. Yeah, boil them, mash them, fry them. Put them in gumbo. Stick them in a stew. Roast them. Yeah, you're right. Potatoes are very versatile. For the past couple of days, weird noises and humming has been coming from the well. Buh, buh, buh. Gollum destroyed. At first we thought someone was playing a trick on us, but no one could survive in a well for a week. It could be Voidnyoy. Perhaps he got bored sitting in the lakes and he moved to the well. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe he just wants a little company. Well, then go call him up and give him a party. We're not sure, but we would rather not get close to that well. We've been going to the river to collect the water, but it's been a chore. 2 weeks. And look, we have to give him 23 supplies to tell him to... Gosh, alrighty. And my witch is gone, so I can't do that anyway. I'm sorry, just stay away from the well. Would you noise our understanding? Just don't throw rocks at him or annoy him in any way, and he will soon move on. But this could take weeks, and those trips to the river can be dangerous. I'm sorry, my dude. I would give you a sack of potatoes, but I don't think I can. Darn it. Sorry, bud. -4 for one guy in his well? Stop getting up. Seriously unfair. I wasn't given that one dude. Maybe the idea is that it's his whole village. I mean, if I'd had my witch, I would have sent her. Your Grace, the butcher in my village keeps throwing bits of leftovers on the path. It rots and it smells. So pick them up and make a stew, man. I can't sleep because I get a headache from the strong smell. God knows what disease this pile of rotten meat holds. These seem like village problems that the villagers should be able to manage. This is the guy who lured... Yeah, probably. Your Grace, can you help? Yeah, sure. Another stupid errand for my general. Maybe he'll bring us back some meat. And we got up 3 on that one. I know, right? Cats. At least the rabbit guy knew it was rabbits. I'm still mad at that tree lady, you guys. Just saying. All right, let's go see if we made it through. Let's go see if anyone wants to talk to us out here. Go. I wonder if in the council chamber if we can actually hang up the picture. Look, the murder thing is gone. As if they couldn't take care. I know, right? All right, I guess not. I'm not talking to my kooky daughter. Actually, if they don't summon you, then they won't say anything to you. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, no, we want to do... we want to send our hunter off to do something. Did I help this baker? I wish I knew if I had helped these people or not. We're not. I know I didn't help that guy, so I guess not. Maybe that's the idea. They won't come help us because we didn't help them. I don't think we helped any of these ones, actually. I'd like to get another hearing on this one, and on this one for that matter. I think you can assume you did, that I did help him. Well, I know I didn't help the drunk guy with the boots. Although maybe he didn't hold it against me. All right, let's send him to the tavern guy. The tavern guy's actually only giving me 1 gold a week. And going to a new... maybe we should finish the locations first. So that we have all our ducks in a row for our allies. All right, let's send the hunter to there. It only takes a week. Just a supposition. There you go. Boom. Off you go to Plotco. Okay. Anyone we want to send a pigeon to? No. Grego, we'll sell him the painting, but not today. What I'm wondering is, we've never had the option to get Grego's guys. Because all we do with him is sell him paintings. Let's invite him over and just see if he has anything else to say besides the painting thing. We could use his 80 men. That would be pretty awesome. All right, you guys, let's see how we did. Well, we can definitely afford to put some supplies by this week. Because we're up to 52. Our taxes fell a little bit. I'm more concerned about putting supplies by than kind of this stuff. And we're going to have to start paying our army here pretty soon. But let's give our 2 here while we're still fruitful. Oh, we're down 4 gold from last week. Or 3 gold from last week. Oh, because last week we didn't pay one of these guys. They don't seem to carry a grudge, I must say, if you don't pay them. So if we didn't pay any of them this week, we could make a ballista. Or reinforce the walls. That seems like a pretty good investment, right? 30 though. Or we could get a loan, but I don't know what the VIG is. I don't know what our repayment would be on that. Look, how much do we need to do everything? We'd never be able to afford it. 190, 225. I've never had 225 gold in the whole game. That's how much it would cost us to do all these things. I think this is the most important one, honestly. But it does kind of wipe us out. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Grego got the money. Well, but he's only going to probably give us like, he might give us 18 or 23 for that painting, which still leaves us pretty skint if any of these, now that we're seeing how expensive all the peasants' problems are this time. Let's wait one more week on that. The problem is every week we wait, we lose 10, potentially we lose 10 soldiers. So we could gain 170 soldiers from this if we do it now, by the time the war comes. I don't know why the witch and the hunter get more than the general. I think the general is working harder. Maybe we just stiff everybody this week. And we do that. Okay, that's what we're going to do, you guys. We'll pay him next week. The general's like, I'm out. He didn't pay me. General, Your Grace, I have tried talking to the butcher. He didn't really want to listen to me. He insisted he wanted to come and see you. You should expect him soon. One of my problems is I can't really remember what I do from one. Like, I don't really remember what that butcher story was. All right, witch, what do you got? I have healed the wounded hunter, Your Grace. The poor folk shouldn't be trying to hunt alone. Okay. All right, we got her. But see, look, it said, I'm ready for your orders, but we didn't get them back. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Oh, and now here's the hunter back. Your Grace, a small... See, I should have all my guys back, but I don't. Maybe they'll come at the end. Your Grace, a small family living on the edge of the village has recently lost their child to fever. Little I could have done, but I helped them bury the poor mite. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a good point, MW. I wonder if that's true. Could be. We prayed for his soul, and I've blessed the spirit on your behalf. The parents were grateful for help from the king's men. I bet you're right. I bet you're right, MW. It almost makes me want to reload and do that again just to see for science. All right, Grego. Your Grace? Yeah, see, we don't get to ask him for his men. We only get to ask him to sell our paintings. 18. So we made 6 gold on that deal. Sure. I've never tried to negotiate with him to see if he'll pay me more. Maybe I should try that next time. So I got the sell all the paintings. Oh, I guess there's not going to be a next time, you guys. We didn't even look at the painting. I guess we should have looked at it. Oh, maybe we should ask him now that... Oh, I guess it's too late. I was going to say we could say we know what you do with the paintings now because there aren't any more paintings, so we don't care if we're going to insult him. And the never-ending peasants. Let's get the merchant up here first. I'm selling packs of supplies, Your Grace. Let me help you with your struggle. I don't want to buy supplies. I got some supplies. 28 gold for 22 supplies. Nope. Off to celebrate. 24th in the north. Rosie, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic holiday. And whenever we see you next will be a good thing. Enjoy, my friend. No. Guys, we got a break coming in about 5 minutes, and we will take that break when it gets here. All right, here we go, peasants. Your Grace, I am afraid. Oh, and I got nobody because I guess because I didn't pay them. Dang it. I wondered why there didn't seem to be any real ramifications to not paying them, while at the same time not understanding why I didn't have them. The rabbity rogues have robbed us of our lettuce. We have none to sell and none to eat, and our children are hungry. Bad news, you guys. Bad news. 18 supplies. I kind of feel like we got to do it. I don't want this guy mad at me. I messed up bad. Suki, good afternoon. Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas. Oh, get back up there. I keep doing that. I don't think I've done that before, but today I keep making him hop off his chair. Suki, times are tough in the kingdom. Times are tough. All right, peasant, what do you got? My lord, shelter we seek. Our village is entirely destroyed. Well, you can come stay here, but yeah, we know he's going to want some gold. We have no place to go, no place to call home. Can you help us? Oh, look, we're going to smack him down for not calling us your grace. I think we're pretty casual here in our kingdom, so we're just going to ask him what happened. Tell me what happened. Bandits came and razed everything. Suki, I didn't pay my agents last week, and so none of them are available to me this week. Whoops. Left with nothing, we marched great distances in, I think he means in search of a new home. From your accent, it must have been awfully far away. Behind the mountains far? Yes, my lord. Radovians. Yeah, my lord. Wait, what? Wait, my grace, your grace? We realize who we are to you. No, we're going to help him. Well, I just don't think they are working. I think if we pay them next week, they'll be back on the payroll. Yeah, MW was smart enough to figure that connection out, which let me just say, is this our fourth or fifth? Our fifth run of this game, and I never put that together. I couldn't figure out if there was, I wasn't able to see there were any ramifications to not paying them. And also, I was kind of not understanding why I didn't have guys, but I never put the two together. And so MW took one look at it and he said, probably they're not there because you didn't pay them. We realize who we are to you. We realize our brothers fought. We realize we're not welcome here, but we had no choice. Many have died, and many need to die. Many need to die no more. I urge you, I beg of you. We have no weapons nor bad intentions. No, I'm going to help him. Why did you leave Radovia? One born in riches and wealth will never understand what it's like to struggle. Hey man, have you seen our castle? It's pretty shabby. Our home country is at war. Many fight for resources, for power. We followed Bayran. He's a good man. He's bound to marry one of the daughters from the 7 kingdoms. Guys, this is what I have been waiting for. We want to marry him to Asalia, our daughter. Because really, this whole thing is our own fault. So, yeah. And I think she'd probably like him anyway. He's bound to marry one of our daughters from the 7 kingdoms. Complaining about a shabby castle, right? There's some entitlement talking there, right? I mean, I am selling off the paintings, and my castle is pretty shabby, but point taken, point taken. Us and you will differ not. Until then, we just need a place to stay. I've heard enough. No! No, I want to help him. Guys. Game. I hate when a game does that, right? I hate Metal Gear Welcome In. I hate when the game won't let you do what you want to do. I want to help him. God dang it. I hate when that happens. I think the game should have let me choose if I wanted to help him. The game is forcing the narrative in a particular direction, with which I do not agree. There's just a couple of dozen of us, women and children. We just want a place to stay. We have nowhere else to go. There must be something you can do. Whether you think we should help them or not, Your Grace, you should keep in mind. Yeah, I don't need Audrey to tell me that. I already thought that. King Yedric will only aid. Yeah. We will feed you. 5 supplies a week. Guys, I think we are going to do it, even though that's a lot. I do not agree with this sentiment. We are not aware. We don't seem to be facing the truth that we brought all of this on ourselves. I do not like it. You will get food and supplies. Tell your children they will eat tonight. Thank you, Your Grace. As a token of gratitude, please accept this gift. We call them fire flowers. Ooh, what if he's giving us hand grenades, you guys? Yedrick is going to be pissed. He is going to be pissed, but the other guy's going to be happy. Okay, fire flowers, you guys. We call them fire flowers. I think maybe he's giving us the holy hand grenade. That's what I'm saying. We use these for celebrations. Children love these things. But in large quantities, it proved to be useful on the battlefield as well. Remember? They were chucking them at us in the last war. Perhaps it could be practical in your future struggles. Just have to join some LARP groups or something. Yeah, right? You know, I always thought that... I was going to say I always thought that I would enjoy cosplay, but actually what I would enjoy was making the costume. But then once you had it ready, but then it's like, what do you do with it after? I did, so I used to be a photographer, and I did spend a year with photographing and basically hanging out with these Texas war reenactors. They did like Civil War stuff and not Revolutionary War, the war between the, you know, Texas and Mexico and a whole bunch of different stuff. And they were really interesting people. They definitely were very into it. Like, they took it really seriously, and they were very knowledgeable about history. It was very interesting. Yeah, it was a good experience. Perhaps it could be practical in your future struggles, but I didn't see myself as one of them. Like, even spending a year with them, it didn't make me want to do it, actually. Off you go. All right. You know, the minute that came up about with the two lords, one saying we needed to be sure we didn't help the Radovians and one saying we had to help the Radovians, I knew I was going to help the Radovians, and it's why I got so heated up when it looked like the game was not going to let me do that. Okay, well, that's going to be expensive. 5 supplies a week, you guys. I hope we can manage. Especially once we have to start paying the army, which takes a lot of supplies every week. All right, Pez, what do you got? You're great. Oh, and I got nobody to help him. Yeah, I don't want to hear about your poopy problems. I'm the king, damn it. My eld mother had prepared prune juice, a special mixture. It didn't work. Actually, it's worse since then. If I didn't know any better, I would think she wants to put an end to me. I think constipation is the term the medics would use. Help a poor fellow, won't you? Go find a healer. Don't bother me with such petty matters. I mean, TMI, dude. Visit a healer. I'm sure they'll help you. They cost money, Your Grace. All I have is 2 chickens. The house is my mother's. I have to wait until she passes away to get her things. I'm not giving him 7 gold because he can't poop. See if that hurts my morale. No. Okay. Is that a joke? I know, right? We have had some drunks come in too and complain about things. All right, let's go talk to our wife. Honey, I just noticed that tapestry I had is missing from the wall. Darling, about Radovians. During the King's Summit, King Fabian asked me to help people from Radovia. He was clear that he will join our forces if we do so. On the other hand, King Yedrick said he would help if I exterminate all of them. That's great, honey. It means we'll get help either way. Yeah, I suppose. Some Radovians have visited our halls this week. They asked for food and supplies. I decided to help them. Do you not remember what those bandits did to us? We lost many people, and you're giving them our supplies? I like how they all avoid the big elephant in the room. Yeah. They're just peasants. They had nowhere to go. I won't carry on the war between us and Radovia. We must help each other. Well, it's your decision, sweetheart, but I think you're an idiot. Now you have to help them. That this whole thing is our fault because we reneged on the deal where our agreement to marry our daughter to the king of the Radovians. All of this we brought on ourselves. So yeah, that is actually the problem at the very beginning of the game. See you later. All she does is stay in her room. It is quite a nice room, but there isn't even a chair in there. There's only a bed. What's she doing in there? All right, let's see. We got no helpers because as MW informed us because we didn't pay them. And that was very astute, and I feel less than brilliant that I didn't figure that out myself. But it's hard to keep track of everything when you're just babbling all the time. I remember the son of King Ivo. Yeah, well, that's what we did. So at the very beginning of the game, that's how the whole thing starts. The Radovians Bayran comes to collect his bride that you promised him when your wife was pregnant with her, and you won't hand her over. And that's what brings on the war, and why we have to then marry her to Ivo to get the army. Like, the whole thing is our fault because we did not honor our promises. So we are not the good guy in this deal, that's for sure. Okay, do we get Noxie back just because we think it's funny to keep calling him in here? And Grego, let's get him back because the game, yes, that's right. And I got it the first time because I'm like, well, if I could have married her off to Bayran, which is what I wanted to do, then the game would have been over. So I got that one. But when the game hasn't let me marry our second daughter off to Bayran, then I'm getting a little bit salty about it. But we're going to find out. All right, you guys, that's it. Okay, we are definitely paying them this week. The good part is that means we'll start out this week with all of our people ready to go. And we got this one done, so we'll be getting 10 more a week. Look, we're up to 40. We've doubled our numbers since we started. I'm a little worried about this one because we got to start paying these Radovians, and we only got 6. So that doesn't leave us much to put aside for future struggles. So, but now we got 2 crates, and we still have 16 weeks to come up with the remaining 3 crates. But I don't think we're doing any of this right now. Luckily, our wife is pregnant again. Yeah, maybe another daughter in the womb. We can promise that one. Unless it's a son, then that might be a problem. All right, I think that's all we're going to do this week, you guys. So far, our army's not costing us any supplies, but that's going to change pretty soon. We've got to up our supply production, and I'm not sure how we do that.